Hello, everyone. This is the part of the show where I stall and wait for Twitch to run an ad. Probably not done yet, so let's keep going. Hey, welcome to the Caverns of Jef, Part 6, the climactic finale. Or is it? We weren't sure if we were going to make it through the end of the adventure in this session, and now you're not sure either. So you won't know until the end. Also, we want to thank everyone for bearing with us during what we call the shitty sound of Zoom. We know the sound hasn't been that great the past couple of times, but we assure you, both Rikki and I are vaccinated, and one day we will be able to stand each other enough to be in the same room. And the winner is you. Anyway, that's it. Here's the show.
Hot mic! Huh? Hot mic! Hot mic! Woo! I'm sorry, that was really embarrassing.
That was
I'm very sorry. I would say let's start
Horkhauser
again.
is dead now after that. Sorry.
Oh, come on. I mean, that was embarrassing, but it wasn't that bad, really. He's just dead. Show's over?
That was like a Howard Dean moment.
Show's over. You know, Howard Dean must, during everything that's gone on in American politics in the past 8 years, Howard Dean must be like, really? Come on. So
he's just woo all the time. Woo.
Yeah. So anyway, before we get on to political references that are probably 2 decades old, hey, welcome to One Man Murder Maze. Before the show starts, incidentally, Marcus, our man in the booth, is on vacation. In the booth right now is manservant Hecubus. So we will be calling upon him. Yeah, he's evil. And before, Rikki was telling me about how Salvador Dali was a douchebag. Is that true?
Yeah, he was a general douchebag. I could talk for millions of hours on surrealists, but yeah, Salvador Dali sort of took over the surrealist movement from Andre Breton and his friends. But yeah, Salvador Dali, he was an interesting figure. You know, he was really into himself. He was all about the marketing. Liked to masturbate in front of the mirror, looking at himself in the eye for hours.
Okay, hang on
end. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, but who hasn't done that?
No, well, so okay, no. I'm just. This is like, because I know we've heard all the stories. You know, he's got the mustache, and then him, the picture of the cats with the water and all that stuff. This is the first time hearing about the masturbating in the mirror thing. I'm just yeah. Okay, and I have the number of questions. Honestly, I have a lot of questions about this. But one of them is, I don't know how to say this.
Did he did he write reviews afterwards?
No.
Oh.
Did he?
I hope so.
No. Was his pubic hair like done in that little mustache style too?
Probably.
Oh, God, all right.
It has to be, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Okay.
We could always do a seance and ask the ghost of his girlfriend Gala.
Oh, okay. No, look, let's just, Hecubus, can we just run the credits, please?
Tell me why, I'm still stuck in this place. All the violence, it's just a one-man murder maze. I reappraise my ways, but my favorite plays in a blazing haze. And I'll end my days in this one-man murder maze. Let me rephrase. These are the days in a one-man murder maze. Man, murder maze, man, murder maze.
I think we're back, and I think I have banished the spirit of Salvador Dali and his
back to his puddle.
Yeah. Oh. So anyway, everybody, hello. This is One Man Murder Maze once again. We are in chapter 6, and which may be the climactic chapter of the Caverns of Jef.
Maybe. Depends on what happens.
Yep. And if you're unfamiliar with our show, well, then I don't know why you're tuning into this one, but it's just, it's one person, one man. That is me, the player, Eric Trueheart, and Rikki Simons is game operations director.
That's me.
This is the hapless adventures of Horkhauser, reverse burglar, whose job is generally to put rare items back into temples out of museums, unlike reverse Indiana Jones. But now he is on a quest to help the stealthiest mutton troll in the land, Jef, in order to return triumphant so he can punch his uncle in the face.
He's going to rescue, helping Jef rescue his cousin Ozzy. From a bad place.
Yes. bad place. And two things before we start, because I am gonna recap, because if I successfully recap, I get an inspiration point. Right?
Yes. Okay. You've already begun, but do you want to do your drink first?
Yeah, let's do the drink, and then
okay.
I want
Hecubus, can we have the drink theme, please?
Nope. Hecubus is evil. He's not going to give us a drink theme. Oh, maybe it's one. I can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
I don't know what it's done. Maybe it's done.
Okay.
Is it? Anyway. So yeah. I love. Okay. The horse dies at the end of that. That's the ghostly horse as the horse moves to the afterworld. I am drinking this time a drink called the Satan's Whiskers. And it is once again, speaking of Salvador Dali.
How do you collect those?
Masturbating. You just hang out in Salvador Dali's house, I guess.
Are you holding the product of Salvador Dali's treasure?
No, why did you have to take it there? This is from the Savoy Cocktail Book, which is from 1930, which is pretty cool. Satan's Whiskers is half an ounce of gin. Now, here's the thing: in the Savoy Cocktail Book, the recipe is very vague. It's just like throw a bunch of shit in the glass. So not shit, just fine liquor.
This is getting worse.
I know. No, there's no. Let's just. We've gotten off on a bad foot. All right, so let's just. It's my fault.
You asked me about Salvador Dali.
Yeah, obviously that was where I went wrong. So it is. So a lot of people have recreated this recipe, and I got this from punchdrink.com. This is half an ounce of gin, half an ounce of sweet vermouth, half an ounce of dry vermouth, quarter ounce of like Grand Marnier or orange curacao, quarter ounce of fresh orange juice, and 3 dashes of orange bitters. And this is it. It's very orangey and garnished with orange peel. And I gotta say, it's lovely. You know what it tastes like? It tastes better than anything Salvador Dali ever did in front of a mirror. That's what I'm going to say.
You don't know that.
You're right. I'm speculating, but you're right. I don't know that.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
How you feeling? How's Horkhauser feeling?
How's Horkhauser? Well, I got a question for the chat room, and I know this could be it. Which dice should I use? Should I use the Happy Rainbow dice? Should I use the Big Green Alien dice? Should I use the basically dark, smoky kind of gothy dice, or should I use these like the weirdy cotton candy dice?
You should ask your cat Bruce, because it sounds like Bruce wants to talk.
Yeah, I know Bruce is making a lot of noise at me. So if you hear a cat protesting, that's why. You know what? I'm just gonna randomly pick some dice and let's just go with it. So
all right.
No, dark gothy dice. We're using dark gothy dice.
Dark gothy dice?
Yep. And
gothy dice.
Don't let me down. If you give me bad rolls, I'm going to
go to town.
Yeah, that's a song there. Okay, so last time Horkhauser.
Yeah, recap for us.
Had so we were on the island where Ozzy had disappeared.
Sventermere Island.
Sventermere Island, and Horkhauser had gotten a hold of they found a magical leaf that turns into a boat when thrown into a body of water, and it took him to a magical a sub cave, I would call it. What would I call it? Almost it's not a pocket dimension. It's so much.
It is a pocket dimension.
Okay. Yeah. In this pocket dimension, which is a giant cave, there was an island with a couple of sort of hut compounds on them. And as he got there, he heard the sound of creatures arguing over who was going to drink all the blood, which is never a good sign. What were the name of these creatures? They were
red hooves.
Red hooves.
And as I was explained to you by the new person you met, Cliver Flea, they like to they must dip their hooves into blood and absorb it that way to renew themselves.
Mm-hmm. So, exploring the island, Horkhauser found at least in one of the huts, somebody had been tied up, and there was blood everywhere, and there was looked like a dialysis machine, which may have been there to filter the blood, steal the blood. Don't know for sure. And then there was evidence. He went over to the other hut and found. He was attacked by a carrion crawler at one point who had been hiding in the stable,
like you do,
like an asshole.
Yeah,
if I may say, it was a really dick move.
More like a carrion asshole,
right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I should rewrite these stats.
And Oh, now it is officially a carrion asshole.
Sure, just a big pucker machine.
It's just, we'll put that on the website. We'll put that on onemanmurdermaze.com.
I'm not drawing that one.
Come on, you have to now. You have to draw that or something involving Salvador Dali,
It's
and
too
neither
easy.
of those.
Too
Neither
easy.
of
Just do a
those.
little X.
Okay, and a little circle around it, and there you go.
The end.
And then found a 10-year-old named Cliver Flea, who did the 10-year-old. This is where things get fuzzy for me.
Right.
Maybe because I don't think I was drinking that much.
Cliver Flea the Third is her name.
Cliver Flea the Third. Did she say she was some kind of badass vamp? Like,
she did not tell you what her job was. She just said she was a servant of the unicorn, the cosmic unicorn Sveserissa. Now, what you know about cosmic unicorns, because everybody knows this in this world, is that they represent death, but not in a bad way. There's also there's the Fey-bound unicorns, and they represent life. But the cosmic ones they're sort of shoot through the sky like comets, and they sort of foretell, death, usher people on, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So when you die in this world, do you ride a unicorn to the afterlife?
Some people think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people just when they die, just know that what happens is they go, eh!
You're right. Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could strap the body to a unicorn at that point.
Sure.
But, all right. So she's Cliver Flea the Third, 10-year-old, serves the cosmic unicorn, and she warned me about the red hooves, and just as she was doing that, we heard the voices. We looked up to see they had spotted us through the window of the hut we were in, and there was 3 of them, and they were coming to murder us, if I recall.
One had spotted.
One was coming to murder us.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And what happens now is that it did spot you through the window.
Okay.
We're ending on that. And once what you see, you kind of smell it first. This is definitely a rotting corpse walking around out there. It is a centaur like being, but though like its original form, the Vorpal deer, before it died and became this, it is small and fawn-like, but with a humanoid torso. It's not all bones yet, but it is like the meat's hanging off. Vorpal deers wear elaborate clothing. They're not like centaurs, are just like out there horse naked, so it still has its tattered robes and other accoutrements attached to it. But there is this rank odor that hits you first, and that's what made Cliver look up. And then she leaned up too far into the window, and this thing turned, and you can see like this black ichor like substance that flows over the surface of these creatures, or this creature. And it also looks like there's a worm piggybacking on top of it, or like riding the back of this creature. And
how big a worm?
A big purple, not as big as the carrion crawler you saw earlier, but you'll get a really good look at it right now because he just teleported in the middle of your room. He was looking through the window and he went, "Here's the blood!" I just scared my cat. Sorry, Pippin. And then the moment you see that, suddenly there's this black of energy outside, and now it's suddenly in this 500 square foot hut that you're standing in. It's just standing there in the middle of you guys. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Oh, okay.
As this black energy washes over you.
All right. Oi. Do I get some sort of oh no, that's not a thing. No, I only got a 9, unfortunately.
9 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check Cliver because she's going to get hit too.
That doesn't bode well, does it?
You never know. Maybe it's refreshing. Maybe it's refreshing. No, it's not refreshing at all. So you're going to take 1d8 necrotic damage from that teleport.
Well, you roll it because I'm gonna roll a 1.
I'm gonna roll. I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled a 10.
1d8. You got a 10.
You got 4.
Somebody's
4 points of damage.
I like that better than 10.
And Cliver took 5.
Oh, poor Cliver.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, well, we will, of course, D&D Beyond is giving me a hard time trying to change my hit points here.
When this black energy washes over, you just feel like you feel weakened for a second, like something's just been pulled out of you. And then it's let me see. It saw Cliver, so it's going to take a swipe at Cliver. It has these long nails that when the fingers come together, it just becomes spikes. So it takes a swipe at her with one of these and gets a 10 plus. What did they get a plus on here? Sickle hands plus 5, 15. Cliver is able to duck out of the way of that, so she does not get hit.
That's cool.
Now we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Okay.
16 on the bad man.
Okay. Fortunately, I get a good initiative bonus. My spooky dice, haven't. I got an unnatural 20.
Very good.
Yep.
And then Cliver got a 3, so she's going to go last. So you get to go first.
I get to go first. All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a pencil from down here because apparently I'm going to have to keep track of my hit points by hand.
Your magic pencil?
My magic pencil. God damn it! Does everyone love a magic pencil?
It's not working on D&D and Beyond?
For whatever reason.
You just push you flick the little field.
No, I know what's supposed to happen, but for whatever reason, it's not interacting well with my keyboard, and my keyboard is not popping up proper like. So, maybe we can get this to work here.
That sounds like a load of butts.
Well, it's what it sounds like, sure. But what it is
a load of butts.
A load of butts.
Yeah.
Honestly. So anyway, I'm keeping track of my hit points by hand, and I'm down to 34. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is usually at this point I would do a change into a wild shape. However, I've been cursed, so my wild shape is only a gelatinous cube, which in a space this enclosed doesn't feel like a good idea to me.
Right.
So I have the dog collar of wondrous dogginess.
Oh, all right.
Which, if I recall correctly, if I throw it down and use the command word Philip, and point to a point on the ground within 60 feet, the collar becomes a living dog.
Yes, it does.
So, yes. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm assuming this dog has combat abilities, so it could attack the worm.
Sure. So what do? You grab it and you throw it down. You throw it down and the collar down. And you say the magic word.
Yes, I say Philip, attack.
Okay. Once you grab it, you just stare at you see this attack from this terrible creature. You see the girl react, and you just instinctually you reach into your bag of holding and you pull out this collar and whip it down. Yell Philip, and then it immediately this dog, this mastiff. There goes my camera. It's coming back. There it goes. It's back. Yeah. See, it was that magical. This dog just fills up the space, just and it's there. It's got like this. It's got a little bit of armor plating on it and everything. And he looks around, and goes, "Whoa, hey, I'm here. What? Whoa!"
I can tell that Philip is going to be a million laughs. Philip is going to be going to be a barrel of brouhaha, isn't he?
I'm adding him to the chain of so he's got a 16 also, so he will go along with he will go I'm going to go ahead and let him go now. Does he get to go now, or does he have to wait?
I don't know.
Because he's got to take in this moment here. I think he's going to have to wait 1 second. He's just sort of taking it in like where he is and what's happening and who's his master, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So you can do you are in, let's see, what kind of is that an action? Does it say that counts as an action or a bonus action?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to answer that question for real?
If you want.
I was trying to get my thing working here again. It's an action. Okay. So it takes me an entire action to say, Philip,
Right, because you had to reach into
gotta
your bag and find
reach
it
in
and everything.
get it
Yeah.
out, and the
Yeah.
whole brouhaha. I said brouhaha again already. That's too many brouhahas.
Do you have any bonus actions you want to do, reactions that you can do, that sort of thing?
You know what? No.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be that, honestly.
Okay, so now the you've now noticed that there's actually one more player that has been that is here too, and that is the purple worm that is sitting on the back of this creature. Is sort of slinking around. It hasn't made its move yet, but it's so I gotta who goes
So
here?
the whole pardon me. The entire creature zipped right in, not just the purple worm. For
The
whatever
purple
reason.
the red hoof is the one that teleported in with a purple worm on its back.
Got it. Okay.
And so it goes to we got Horkhauser, and then the Mastiff, Philip. That's a P for Philip. And then we have the red hoof, and then we have the worm, and then we have Cliver who goes last. Okay. So now we're on. So Philip is just taking in what's happened. And so now it's going to be the red hoof's turn. The red hoof is going to do a double attack. He's going to do a double attack on Cliver because he's focused on her.
The red hoof is a dick, though.
Yeah. So he got a 13 plus. So that hits Cliver. But Cliver has a reaction she can do.
Okay.
Let me find her stats. I got a lot of stats up here. So her reaction is that as he swings down the first time, you see this you see her like this look of concentration on her face for a second, and you see this invisible field come up between him and her, if his hand just hit something between them. So he's going to do his damage, and then he's going to have some damage taken off. So,
nice.
Let me find where I subtracted that. Okay. Confirm. And so he does how much damage for slashing? 2d6 plus 4. Okay, 2d6 plus 4.
It's math time in D&D. Somebody's doing some math for you and me, 11. And that somebody is Rikki.
Yeah. So he got 11, and then she's going to subtract 1d6, which is so it's got 8 points of damage against her. So she didn't like that at all. 8 damage, and then he's going to try to attack again, as he's got 2 hands. So he has a multi-attack, and he gets...
I've got 2 hands. I can only attack once.
I know. Oh. He hit again. He hit her twice. He's a real dick. So, 6. And, 12 plus 4 is... 12 plus 4, so 16. And then she subtracts. She's going to do it again. She's going to react again. Minus 6. So she... So it's 12. Damn. He really hurt her bad.
That's not good.
No. So it is now the worm's turn. The worm just sort of plops off the side of the back of this red hoof. And it's going to attack the dog.
Wait, the worm is fighting the dog.
The worm has decided to fight the dog.
Well,
So the Mastiff has an AC of 12, and the worm goes for a bite and misses. And then it goes for a tentacle attack and misses. So the worm plops off. Philip is like, sees this thing. He goes to bite, and Philip steps to the side. He goes, "Whoa! Now we just met." And then it goes for tentacles. He's like, "Ah!" So, and now it's Cliver's turn. So Cliver is going to rage.
Cliver's a barbarian?
She's several things at once.
Cliver, the 10-year-old barbarian?
She is a barbarian and a couple other things.
Dressed
So
as a goth.
Yeah, she is going to rage, and she's going to take a strike with her hammer. She reaches into her pockets.
Yeah.
She has this. It's like a schoolgirl outfit. She reaches into her pockets and impossibly pulls out this really long rapier with her right hand
Mhm.
and a hammer with her left hand, and she immediately swings out and hits this red hoof with the hammer.
Nice.
Or is going to try to. Yes, she hits. Ooh, 19. And she does. She's gonna get a +2 on damage for that because she hit him with a strength weapon. And then that is going to do how much damage? Attack is a hammer. She did 2. Okay, that's good. And then the damage is what?
Thinking. Somebody's thinking.
6 points of damage. So +2 +8. So that's 8 points of damage to the red hoof. And then she gets a second attack. She gets a second attack and slashes with her rapier. And because she is in the same room with you, within 5 feet of you, you are an ally. She gets sneak attack.
Oh.
So she gets a that sort of thing happening there too. So
You're welcome, Flea.
Yeah. So action. That's a reaction. Sorry, let me find it real quick.
All right.
Attack.
Well, you're muttering that. I'm just going to put it out to the Gen Con chat. If we have time to do like little Gygax facts during the show, I mean, I'm sure you all know a lot about the life of Gary Gygax, and we're prepared to recount just about any tale from his life. So if you have a suggestion for which Gary Gygax story you want to hear, you can mention it in the chat room. And if we have time for Gygax facts, we will address that one. Right. At least we'll try to.
Exactly.
Our knowledge of Gary Gygax is encyclopedic. So,
right.
Tell us. I mean, we
right.
We told the story that one time they asked to hear the story about the time Gary Gygax on the set of The Phantom Menace, and we told that story.
Right.
So, we're ready for it.
You're erasing my mind.
Ricky's trying to get things done, and I'm just talking about like everything. Yeah, like just
17 plus 8,
25.
So she hit it. She got so angry when this thing attacked her that you just see her eyes flash, and that weird shadow of hers sort of hulks up behind her too. And you just see her pull out these 2 weapons. She does an undercut with her hammer with the left hand and slash with her rapier, and she does 25 points of damage to this thing. Nice. Just furious little child. Wow. So now it is... Whose turn is it now? It is Horkhauser's turn.
All right. Horkhauser's turn. I'm mad that this worm attacked my dog.
Yeah.
And I have a question. So if I were to cast... if I were to cast Thunder Wave, could I do it in such a way that it would hit, the red hoof and the worm, but not catch the other?
No, because you don't have the ability to do a careful spell like a sorcerer, so you would hit everybody.
I thought you can choose the like the origin point of that cube with the Thunder Wave, or does it come out from me?
I think it comes out from you. Because you're like, well, go ahead. What say on the D&D Beyond? I don't have it on.
If I recall correctly, let
me see.
And I mean, it's kind of ambiguous how they describe it. So, a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Okay, yeah, each creature in a 14-foot cube originating from you. Yeah, must make a Constitution.
So you would definitely hit everyone in this hut.
Oh, but I like these people.
Right.
All right.
Even the worm?
No, I like the people and the dog.
Okay.
I like the people and the dog. I don't like the worm.
Oh, okay.
The worm, quite frankly, is a what's the
unpleasant
word? Dick.
Oh, okay.
Worm's a dick. A big purple.
Whoa. We're back to Salvador Dali again.
All right, sorry. This is nothing but dick jokes this entire game. Do not ask for a Gygax fax in that arena. Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. I am going to cast Wind Wall.
Oh. A whole wall of wind?
A wall of wind.
All right.
And I'm going to cast it. I can do it up to 50 feet long, but I'm going to basically do it across the room for and to catch these two creatures in the middle of it.
Okay.
So do you want me to read the whole description?
Yeah. I didn't know what you need to roll for that, because this is
Okay.
going to be
When the
surgery.
wall appears, each creature in the area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay.
And also small or. Mm-hmm.
I would say, because this room is so small, that maybe you should do a dexterity roll with advantage.
Oh,
since
no.
you know what you're doing.
Oh,
to
no.
see, so that you don't because everybody's sort of intermingled right now. So you could hit Cliver or the dog.
Is
everybody's
it too
sort of
late to
mixed up.
not do this?
I will give you a chance to back up if you want.
All right, fine.
All right.
No wind wall is getting ready to pull out the rainbow dice. And I go, great, that's very kind of you as a dungeon master. Say, I'm about to do something incredibly stupid. Well, here's why that's stupid. Yeah, I sort of forgot how stupid this really was.
Consider me your Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, thanks, man.
Don't murder those people, Pinocchio.
Your wind wall in a tiny space like this will probably destroy everything.
Do you know that in the book, Pinocchio killed the cricket with a hammer?
Really? I did not know that.
Yes.
Why? Is there a reason he did that, or
he's just super little dick in the book?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Who wrote the original book?
Carletto, Italian guy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm bending down. I dropped my little dice here. Okay, so instead, I'm just going to draw my damn sword. I'm going to draw Busby Bursby's Distortia,
nice.
the magical shiny entertainer's sword that will confuse and delight.
That's good.
So, all right. All right. I'm gonna attack the worm because the worm attacked my dog. Now, granted, I've just met this dog. But you don't attack a dog. That's not cool.
No, especially he's a nice dog. His name's Philip.
And he's got chutzpah.
Yeah.
All right. So rolling. Oh man, I got an 11.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that misses. Oh wait, no, you attacked the worm, right?
Yeah, I attacked the worm because the worm is soft and squishy.
Let's see, what is the worm's armor class? 13 on the worm. I'm so sorry. No, that's Slenderheck. Hold on. That's wait. Where's the worm? I lost my worm.
Slenderheck gets nothing.
No, armor class is 13 on the worm.
What kind of worm is it? It's squishy.
It's all
fine. So I just screw you, worm, and just swish in the air and
went for a worm attack and
I know what
it just went. It was there and it went.
just squished down just a little bit, making that little sound that only a purple worm can make. All right.
The purple worm, seeing that you did that, turns its attention for a second and goes for a bite on you.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 plus 5. He got an 11.
My armor class is 16.
Okay, so he misses the bite, and then he goes for the tentacle attack. A 9 plus 5 is 14. So he missed you both. He went. It saw this thing come at him, and he's like, I will try to bite the arm of this person who dares attack me, this proper worm, and missed on both accounts.
Yeah, take that, worm.
And then
fortune does not favor those who attack friendly dogs.
Mm-mm. Actually, you know what? That should have been Philip's turn. I'm sorry. I'm getting all confused with everybody. Wait, here we go. It's you. It's Philip. It's the red hoof. It's the worm. So yeah, that wouldn't have. He wouldn't have attacked anyway. So we'll just say the worm is wiggling around. It wasn't his turn. Who's this worm think he is going without his turn? It's the dog's turn, and the dog is like, he looks at the worm for a second. He's like, looks at you like, I guess I gotta bite it. And then he goes for a bite. Like he doesn't want to bite it.
Worse.
Yeah. So he's gonna bite it.
This is an animal who licks its own genitalia, so I'm not, right.
He gets a hit. Yes. +3. Yes. So he got a bite on this worm. He's like, here I go! And he's going to do 1d6 + 1 damage, taking a chomp on this worm. He didn't get a good purchase, so he did a 1 + a 1, so he got 2 points of damage on the worm. But he's still kind of freaked out. He just came to life in the middle of combat.
Well, yeah. Sorry to drag him into existence in the middle of a fight, but I assumed as a dog he might, I don't know, he might be into it.
Yeah, you never know with dogs. Sometimes they're super into murder, other times not.
Other times just super into sniffing.
Yeah,
Butts.
licking.
Mm-hmm.
Licking. Yeah.
Maybe eating garbage. Who knew? Yeah.
Okay, the red hoof. It looks around for a second and sees all this stuff going on in here. It takes a swipe again at Cliver. And got an 8 + 5. He misses Cliver, and then does this sort of charge again, and then vanishes out of the hut. And that black energy sweeps over you guys again. So I need you to roll a Constitution.
All right. I'm using the rainbow dice now because the goth dice have been letting me down. And I rolled a natural 1. Thank you, rainbow dice.
Damn. Okay.
Well, no dice. All dice go to jail in my world.
So you are
all dogs go to heaven. All dice go to jail.
You are going to take 3 damage. And it's just 3. It really sucks this time when it hits you. You're like, oh, that didn't feel good at all. Cliver shakes it off. Your dog.
Of course she does.
Dog shakes it off. The worm.
Haha, the worm. Your buddy left you.
Worm does not shake it off. The worm gets 1d8 damage.
Thanks, pal. What good people yeah. These red hoops are. Leaving his own worm to fester in his stink.
I'm telling you, they're not good. Got 7 points of damage to the worm.
Whoa! If that kills the worm, I'm going to be very happy.
No, it does not kill the worm. It doesn't like it. It's like it reels from it. It like shakes and reels from it. And it teleported actually in here. Actually, I did roll for the worm when it teleported in here. So we got 30. Okay. All right, now it is Cliver's turn. She's very upset. It's the worm's turn. Sorry. So the worm is now going to take his actual action. He's turned his attention back to the dog.
I don't like this worm.
The dog. He does bite the dog this time. And then he's going to roll. He misses with the tentacles. But he does take a bite of your dog and does... Chompy chomp bite does chompy chomp bite does 2d4 + 2. That's the triangle dice. 4 + 2 is 6 + 4. 10 points of damage.
No.
To your pooch.
No.
And
look, I know he won't really die if he gets reduced to 0, but it makes me sad.
He lets out a big yelp after that and goes, "Oh God!" He does not have the regular stats of a normal mastiff, so he's a little stronger than a normal mastiff, but it still looked like it hurt him pretty bad.
All right.
Okay, so now it is Cliver's turn, and Cliver is going to take her double swipes at this worm. And
Cliver is very, very deadly for a 10-year-old.
She's very deadly for the. She knows her business. So she unfortunately missed both. She's still reeling from what just happened. The attack and everything was all very sudden. So she went for 2 swipes with the hammer and the thingy blobby and the rapier and missed on both. Unfortunately, it is now your turn, Mister.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at the worm with Distortia. I don't want these dice to let me down, and they've been letting me down. So just let's do it. Yes. Okay. 16.
Nice. That hits.
Yep. Now I know I roll 1d6 + 3 damage, but also I get 1d4 magical mirror images up here.
Uh-huh.
Well, great. I rolled 4 damage, and which sucks. So because I rolled a 1, again, the dice hate me. But the 2 magical images, I'm stammering. 2 magical images of the worm appear and each do a point each.
Yeah. So you take a swipe. The worm reels back from the agony of the blade. Your blade, which has a little cherub face, and it goes, "Oh, finally!" When it strikes, 2 more versions of the worm appear next to the worm, and the worm like looks back and forth like, "What?" And then take a chomp on the worm, which does 1 more point of damage. So what is the total damage?
6.
6. That's not
kind of lame, really.
No, it's not bad at all.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't feel good about it.
I think
like
you
I
should
could
be
have
proud.
done better.
I think you should be proud. Yeah.
Very kind of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next it is Philip's turn. Philip is just like really angry that this thing has bitten him, and but I need to do an insight check on Philip to see if he understands that there's one real worm.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I've confused the magic dog.
Yeah, he sniffs. He's like, "Oh!" And he goes for a bite on the real worm.
Okay.
And he gets he hits it this time and goes for another bitey bite, and he gets 1d6 plus 1, and we got a 6 plus 1. He gets 7 points of damage. This time he's so Philip's not, I mean, he's a nice dog, but he's really angry about this whole situation.
Yeah.
So he really went for a super bite on this worm this time and did 7 points of damage. The worm is not looking great. It's spurting goo everywhere, but it's still in a fighty mood.
It was not looking great when it started. Let's be honest. It's an ugly worm.
It's a very ugly worm. Yeah.
Worm.
So in the middle of this, suddenly there's that black ichor just suddenly appears again. The red hoof is back again.
Oh, that's not fair.
You need to roll a Constitution.
You know, if he can do this anytime he wants, and every time I got to roll Constitution, I'm crying foul here.
Cliver,
this time I got a 18.
Okay, you're fine. Cliver is fine. Dog is fine. Worm is fine. Everybody survived that.
I'm getting used to this.
You're like, oh, it's not so bad this time. 1, 2. And he attacks. He attacks you this time. So he's gonna roll for a slashy slash at you.
Bring it on.
No, he only got a 6. So he actually got 5. He got 11 plus 5. So he appeared. He went for a slash, but you deflected it with your sword.
All right.
And didn't go well for him.
No. Serves him right. Who's turn?
Go ahead.
Me? Is it my turn?
You said something. You were going to say something. Go ahead and finish.
I was just curious. Like, no, I don't even know what I was going to say. I think about being hit, but he got an 11 total.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
so
screw him. Leaving his worm friends to have to fend for himself and then coming back. I hope the worm's pissed.
The worm is just entangled with the dog now, so he's taking another bite at your mastiff.
Okay.
And we got a 3 plus 7. He miss. Or 3 plus 5. You got it. So, and then second, the tentacle hits this time, and the tentacle does tentacle damage. 1d4 plus 2. He did 4 points of damage. Is another yelp from your dog. His dog's not looking too great.
I don't like this at all.
No, and I have to roll his Constitution to see if he's poisoned.
He's a magic dog. You can't poison a magic dog. That's just science.
You can. He'll just go away, and you can summon him again some other time. So your dog is not looking great. He's tangling with this worm, and now it is Cliver's turn again. And Cliver is she's going to go for her attack her usual attack this time. She's just gonna attack the red hoof because that's her focus. And ooh, she got a 1. So something special happens with Cliver when she rolls ones.
Uh-oh.
So
Does she turn into the Incredible Hulk, or she turns into Bill Bixby, and then if she rolls another one, she turns into the Incredible Hulk?
So I have to see what happens now here. Oh, so she goes to do her usual attack against with the hammer and the rapier, but her shadow moves in front of her and like it's trying to protect her for a second and shoves her against the wall, so she misses and she's like, Albert, stop it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
her shadow is named Albert.
She called her shadow Albert, and it got in the way of the fight.
This is getting This is getting weirder and weirder. This is one of the weirdest fights I've ever been in.
Okay, it's now your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit again with the sword on the worm, because the worm's my best target here.
Okay.
Rolled a 10. I'm not liking 10, this whole sword
10,
thing.
10 plus?
No, a plus the bonus. It was a total of 10.
Okay, yeah, that unfortunately misses.
No, no, everyone's missing. This is not.
But your, I believe your worms, your illusionary worms still attack.
Yeah, they do get.
So that's
they
2
get
more
1
points
point
of
each.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
So so you missed. Again, it's like you got confused for a second. You're like, oh shit, which worm is the real one again? And then you missed.
Oh.
So now it's Philip's turn. Philip has had it with this worm. And he gets a 19. So he's going,
Philip.
A good bite, a good dog bite.
Dog, take a bite out of the worm.
Yeah, that's what I remember those old commercials. Take a bite out of worm.
What was that a commercial for again? I don't even remember.
Take a bite out of crime.
No, I remember that. The worm part was confusing.
He got a total of 6 damage on the worm. The worm is freaking out because his dog has terried into him. And then now it is the Red Hoof's turn, and the Red Hoof, sort of like taken aback by this shadow that got involved, and just sort of shrugs, goes, and goes for Cliver again. And he goes for a swipe. He's gonna do a double swipe. First swipe misses. Second swipe misses. So he's like trying to get at her too, but the shadow really confused him. He just sort of like stabbed into the wall around her. And then it is the worm's turn. The worm is still tangling with your dog. And got an 18 this time. Yeah, I got an 18.
Oh.
And that is for the bite. I always forget what these are. Bite. I need to put these in a better place. 2d4. There goes my camera.
And there goes your webcam.
Okay.
And it's back.
Okay, so it's 2, 5.
You know, every time the webcam goes out, an asshole gets its wings.
Oh no. So he bites. Philip goes, and Philip goes, ah! Well, see you next time. He vanishes.
Oh. Worm bites dog, man. Not cool. Not liking this at all. Things are not going well for us.
Yeah, these guys are bad. The worm has 1 attack left, so it turns. It's looking back and forth. It's surrounded by the other worms and you guys, and it's going to choose to hit a worm.
Right.
So it attacks a worm, and okay, one of the worms vanishes. It turns and bites a worm, or tentacles a worm, and that worm shatters. The illusion shatters on that worm.
Okay.
And then we have worm. It's now Cliver Flea's turn. Again. Cliver is going to. She shrugs off her buddy, the shadow, and let's see actions. Actions. Sorry, 1 second here. She looks around. She doesn't like what's going on, so she clamps onto the back of the wall, and she spider climbs backwards up the side of the wall, pulls out her crossbow, and fires 2 shots down on the red hoof out of his reach. She's on the ceiling right now. Hits and hits. Two hits with the crossbow. So the first crossbow hit, and she gets a bonus each time for sneak attack because she has an ally nearby, which is you. 2 points. You actually, when you hit next time, you will get that too because you also have sneak attack.
Oh, that's right. As my stealth, I've got a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. So she did.
Does that apply to like spells or just to sneak attack?
Any melee weapon.
Okay.
8 plus 14 is 22. Is that right? Math?
8 plus 14 is 22.
Yes.
Still.
So she did.
Yeah.
She just spider climbs backwards up the side of this wall and then onto the ceiling. She's just hanging on with her feet somehow, and just fires down with a crossbow that she pulled out of her coat.
Whoa.
So 22 points of damage. Hits the red hoof in the back twice. Where's his stuff? Where are you, mister? So, well, it did not like that at all. So it just his like that. And now it's your turn.
All right. How far away is Cliver from? How big is this room?
It's only 500 square feet. So
what is that?
You're looking at about 20 feet by 20 feet.
And
there's like furniture, obscuring things. There's chairs, tables, that sort of thing.
And is Cliver's up in the corner?
She's up in the ceiling right now. The ceiling is only about 15. It's a high ceiling, so it's about 15 feet high.
So, if I were to cast Thunderwave, which does a cube in a 15 feet, starting from me, so it's basically 5 feet in each direction above me, it would not reach her.
She would just be out of range. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other two would be in range.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Sweet. What kind of damage is Thunderwave?
Well, I'm going to do Thunderwave, and by the way, I'm casting it at 2nd level.
Okay.
So it'll do more damage. It'll do 3d8. And Thunderwave is, I believe it is, well, it says thunder damage.
Okay.
And it is pushed 10 feet away from me. That's on an unsuccessful save.
Okay.
So on a successful save, it takes half damage.
And I'm rolling strength. Is that it?
Constitution save.
Constitution. Okay. So we'll do the worm first. And what do I have to roll just to succeed?
Is it my DC spell? My spell?
Yeah, your
DC?
spell. Yeah.
What is my spell DC these days? Why is it not just sitting here on my character? I should know this offhand, and I feel very terrible. This is a really embarrassing.
It's 15.
Should be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So they rolled a 16. So the worm did not get knocked back, but the red hoof only rolled a 6 plus 1, 7.
All right. So I'm going to yell, "You hurt my dog!" and go boom.
And so this lightning flash and thunderous boom just blows everything back in the room. You can even see Cliver up on the ceiling for a second going,
yeah,
shutting her eyes from the flash.
So I'm going to roll 3d8, and the worm will take half of that. Ooh, 8
Okay.
and 3 is 11, plus another thing, plus 6 is 17. You roll round down, so the worm takes 8 points of damage.
Okay. The worm is just like, it's how you don't know how it's hanging on.
Yeah, I really don't, honestly.
It's just
I kind of feel like there's...
its outer flesh is just like it's just sort of like this pulsing little gross maggoty thing right now. But there's not much left of it.
Okay. All right, and now that's 8, and so on the centaur, I got 15.
Okay. So you got 15 points of damage against Centaur, and he gets knocked back. Yeah, he just hits the wall. Like, whoosh. Wasn't expecting that at all. Looked like he looks a little sizzled from what you just
Okay.
did. So we got.
Oh, and by the way, there should be one. Is there one fake worm image left to do 1 point of damage on the worm? Did it do that before
Yes.
I cast the spell?
I think the worm image has to roll to see if it gets shattered.
Okay.
I
guess it automatically would get shattered.
Your worm image got a 20. So it's still there, and it's still up. Your worm is
All
still
right.
up.
So it does 1 point. Does it do 1 point?
Yes, it's your turn. Yes, it does. It does 1 point.
One sad little point, please.
So
that's all I ask.
So
just a sad little point. One little distress.
So the worm is like and then the almost like a Muppet. The mirror image just goes, nah. And then the worm just goes and is dead.
Yes.
And then that worm, the image worm shatters.
Wow.
Yeah. So
ironic.
Philip is gone. We've got Philip out. We've got the worm out. The red hoof is going to spend this turn. It spends one action picking itself up off the ground, and then looks around and teleports out again. So go ahead and roll Constitution.
Oh, God damn it. Every time.
Yeah.
It just farts. All right. Well, I got a 17 plus 2, so 19.
Okay, you're fine. And Cliver's too far away, so it didn't hit her.
Okay.
So now it is your turn. No, it is Cliver's turn. Cliver goes, "Rrr!" And she is going to spend a where is that? Action. Where's it? Bonus action. Sorry. She's going to spend a second wind from her warrior stat, and is going to regain some health. So she gets 1d10 plus 3. Which one is the 10? I can never tell a 10.
I don't know. There's a lot of. You should know your dice.
I know. Okay, so at 8 plus 3, she gets 11 hit points back.
All right.
And then she jumps down from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I want that thing dead so bad. And it's like a super deep voice all of a sudden.
Oh, jeez.
And she goes running out of the room looking for it. And it is too far away for her to reach. So she's just sort of like standing there with the weapons out. Although it's too far away.
Crossbow it? Can she crossbow it?
She runs as far as she can. Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you. Crossbow is very far. Yeah. So she just takes 2 more shots with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Sees it with insight. It hasn't gone too far away. It's like it's about 60 feet away. And the first shot she gets on her attack, she gets crossbow plus 8. Ooh, nice. So she hits that. And she does not get her bonus, though, because it's too far away. So 10 points of damage. And, yes, hits again. She hits it twice. 10 plus 19 points of damage to the red hoof. The red hoof just reels back. Now 2 more crossbow bolts are in it, and hisses like a hissy centaur.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, he looks really bad. If you like peek out the door, and like one of those Wes Anderson sort of like side peeks from a door, he doesn't look good.
All right, excellent.
Yeah.
How far away is he? Can I run and how far away is he? This is my question.
So if you exit the room, exiting the room costs you about 5 feet to exit the room.
Okay.
Outside, you can see he's 60 feet away.
All right.
He's standing on a stone bridge, an arch bridge that connects to one of the other islands.
Okay.
And looks like he's preparing to charge your direction.
All right. Can I ready an action then?
Yes, you can.
I will ready. I want to use produce flame. I'm going to use produce flame on him if he gets in range. When he gets there, I'm going to go. I'm going to put my little druidy hands up and spray flame in his face.
Nice. Okay.
In his
sounds good.
Dirty old face.
Okay, so he charges basically. He does this thing called where's it at? Where you at? Dark Trample. So he
I'm
is.
sorry. What? Dark trample?
Dark.
Not
trample.
a regular trample.
No,
it's a dark trample.
Dark trample. You can see the necrotic, the dark necrotic energy that blackness sort of bubbling up around his hooves again. And he knows it's the first time he knows that his hooves are bright red. Everything about him is just sort of decayed except for the hooves, which are bright red.
But maybe it's. Can you, if you put the word dark in front of anything, like, does he do like dark?
Oh, yeah.
Shove you out of the way? Does he do that too?
He says a dark shove.
Dark.
So he just runs
way in line.
Straight at both of you. So I need you to make a dexterity save.
Do I get my spell if the minute he gets in range though, or okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Dexterity save. Dexterity save. Dexterity save. Ooh, not so great. Not so great. I rolled a 7 total.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So before he does damage to either you and Clive will roll a 1 again. Before he does damage to either of you, I need you to do damage on your fire on him.
Okay. I think I have to roll the hit, and I get a +7.
Okay.
On the produce flame. So please don't fail me. Okay, 19.
19.
And yeah, I do 2d8.
Nice.
2d8. Or 8d2.
Ooh.
But I only have d8s.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll 2d8. Ooh, and I got 9 points.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, he goes running straight towards you. It doesn't stop him, but you could see he's on fire now as he does this trample move. He hits both of you. You take 2d10 bludgeoning damage.
Ah!
Yeah, this is bad.
Ow.
Oh god. Okay. 10-sided die. You're the 8-sided die. You're the 10-sided die. You're the smoother one. So Cliver took 9 points of damage, and she's going to use her reaction to block some of it. You see that telekinetic shield go over her again.
Does she talk in that testosterone-laden voice?
No, she just goes, ah!
Okay.
As he comes through. Cliver, reaction. There we go, reaction. Protective field. -1, 6, so 9, so she's going to roll 6. And 1d6 + 1, 4. So she reduced it by 5 points. So she got hit, but knocked aside. But you see that shield come up, and it goes bing, like a little sparkle of like Enterprise shields when the Enterprise is getting hit over and over again with a photon torpedo type thing.
Yeah, or a dark trample.
A dark trample. Definitely.
Like the Borg had.
Yeah.
But only in Voyager.
I remember their dark trample.
Yeah.
And then you took 9 points of damage, but now because
I took 9. You just casually toss that out. Oh, you took 9 points of damage. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what he delivered. Fine. He delivers that to everyone in the space.
Okay.
But also because it's a dark trample, there's 2d6 necrotic damage.
Ooh, this is bad. We could die.
He rolled a 1 and a 2. So,
not so bad, but still not great.
So 3 points of damage.
These guys are nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty and mean.
That's why she said she couldn't fight 3 all on her own.
Right. Okay.
Plus they have their worm buddies. You know what happens when they got their worm buddies.
Yeah, I know.
So it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do another produce flame at him, at this fiery man.
Right. Go for it.
Oh, and I only rolled a 10.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to inform you this does not hit.
Well, thank you. Thank you for
I was
being
I was
forthright
pushing.
with me.
I was pulling for you. I was like, God,
I'm glad you didn't mince words. I'm glad you didn't just, soft pedal this. I think it was pulling the Band-Aid off to tell me I didn't hit. Either way, though, I just want you to know I hate you for that.
No problem.
Okay.
So, Cliver Flea sees what happened here with the creature, and she just sort of goes down on one knee and goes and just takes aim with her crossbow, and it's just gonna do 2 shots. First one, This one is a 13 that hits. Second one is a 17 that hits. So first one is 10 points of damage, and the second one does 5 points of damage. So not a lot, but he did not like that. He's got another 2 crossbow bolts in his chest. He does not look great at all. He's dragging himself now, like he did this after he trampled you. He did this turn, and he was like, you could tell he's like off canter a little bit. Not looking good here at all. Right.
Okay. Well, we spent a lot of time in combat. We're coming up on our deadline.
The whole episode has been combat on this journey.
Is that good or bad for entertainment value?
I think it's good. I would watch a whole. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is very successful.
I know. I like
every episode. Every episode is a guy going, "Aah!" and then it ends, and then it begins. Like the next episode is like the begin. It's the end. It's like it ends on that scream. Yeah. And then the next episode begins with, It's so you can keep going with that sort of thing forever. That's entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna scream more often in this game. I haven't been doing that enough.
It's your turn.
I realize the error of my ways. Okay, so I am going to do my best Dragon Ball Z with the produce flame on him. And the good thing it's a cantrip, and I'm just gonna go. And here's the thing. Yeah, Horkhauser's actually going to make those noises. He doesn't need to, and he hasn't done it before. And I'm hoping it might confuse him a little bit. Why am I making those noises? But still, that's what I'm doing. 18. I rolled an 18.
That hits. Yes.
Yes.
What is your damage?
Yeah, 2d8.
What is your damage, Monsieur?
2d8. 2d8. Give me the 2d8. Yeah. Ooh, I got a 15. That's a good 2d8.
Okay. So you see Cliver go down on one knee, take aim, hit it twice, and you're like, yeah. And you just turn, you release all that Dragon Ball Z junk from your hands. And you just see this fireball. It's the whole anime shot of the fireball following the fireball, and then the wide eyes of the centaur monster as it's just engulfed in flames. It rises back, screams, goes up on one foot, and just collapses and burns, and doesn't seem to be moving anymore.
Yay! We killed it!
Yay!
Woo! That was woo! Congratulations. Do you want to give us a Gygax facts to celebrate the end of that? Do you want to tell us the story of that time when Gary Gygax demanded Ben and Jerry's name a flavor after him?
Sure. Let's have the Gygax.
All right, you can tell it though. You want to tell it?
All right. Theme song.
Let's have the Gygax.
Hecubus.
Gygax facts.
Gygax facts. Gygax. And it's time for Gygax facts.
Very nice. Thank you so much. He really wanted ice cream real bad, so he built a lab, in an undersea lab with Jacques Cousteau, and they were like, "Hey, ice cream, right?" And Jacques Cousteau kept adding pipe smoke to every flavor, though, and first he was into it. He was like, "Yeah, I guess we could have this one be tobacco also," but in the end, Gygax just got really mad, flooded the compartment, and swam to the surface. The end.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Did he kill Jacques Cousteau?
No, Jacques Cousteau was invulnerable.
I guess,
but they were enemies after that. They were.
What am I saying? Oh, he tried to drown Jacques Cousteau?
Yeah.
Of course, you can't drown Jacques Cousteau.
You can't do that. No.
Yeah, but from that day forward, and he only did that too because Ben and Jerry turned him down.
Yeah, they were enemies.
He's what was he going to call it? The Ice Gygax or something?
From that day forward, Gary Gygax could never go into the ocean because he knew that Jacques Cousteau was waiting for him.
Wow. Moral of this story is don't try to invent an ice cream flavor with dice in
Don't
it.
fuck with the French when they're on the ocean.
That's good. That ends Gygax facts. Song?
Gygax facts.
Yes.
Thank you, Hecabus.
All right. Well, okay. So Horkhauser is standing over the body of this, and by the way, we're closing in on time here.
Closing
So
up. Yep.
yeah,
This whole episode was a big punch out.
it was a great big Dragon Ball Z style punch out brouhaha, and so
She just sort of sits cross-legged on the ground for a second, just taking her breath, and she reaches into her one of her pockets, pulls out a health potion, looks at you, pulls out another one, and offers you one. She just goes.
Horkhauser goes, thanks, in his best sort of Harrison Ford style post fight thanks, grabs it, drinks it down. How many points?
This
Was
is
that 2d4?
This is a superior health potion she carries on.
Well, the superior health potion. All
Yes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a common health potion. No.
This is a lot of dice. This is a lot of dice health potion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D4.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I should have done Gygax hacks where you were collecting that many dice from your apartment. That's going to take a lot of dice.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't know you have that many D4 in your in your possession at all.
That's what I keep in my eyeballs.
Oh yeah, you've got your health potion.
Health potions are in the eyeballs. Yeah.
The health potion tubes. That's pretty neat, having a tube full of dice.
Damn it,
just
she
for
rolled a
health
lot
potions.
of ones here. This sucks.
I've got some. I can use a spell on her. I can do a cure wounds on her because I'm a nice guy that way.
10, oh, that's nice of you. 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. 21. So that's good. She got 21 back.
That's cool.
Oh, she's back to health. She's full health. She's fully healed.
Oh, I'm just going to assume. Wow, with that Horkhauser is going to make it to the top too.
You see her relax, like, that's the stuff. Yeah. Okay. What did you get for your? Did you drink your potion now?
Oh, was I supposed to roll that? I don't have that many dice. Oh, all right.
I can roll it for you.
Yeah, do it. Do it real quick.
All right.
Now we got to get the thing off the shelf.
That's right.
We should invest. I know I like doing it analog with the dice. I do, but I mean, would for the audience, would they rather? Like, I don't know if they like the sound of the shaking. Would they rather you do the little command into the?
Well, last episode, they asked you to stab your leg with a spoon, so I don't know if you want to ask them that. 1, 2, 3,
digital dice thingy.
5. That's 10, 15, 17. You get 17 back.
Okay, that's better. That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
I'm back up to I'm only 2 below max. I'm at 36.
Good.
Hork has a 36 health points. That doesn't suck. All right. So
she says,
what the hell was going on?
She says, well, that was a red hoof. Now we've only got 2 more. And then when she says that, you hear over the shouty loudspeaker that happens there as well.
Slenderhack has not heard from Paddlewack.
And Mindy says,
Paddlewack is lazy.
Slenderhack think Paddlewack's stupid.
And then they wait.
Minnie think he's stupid too.
And then they wait.
Oh, I shout back. I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna shout back. I'm gonna try to impersonate that voice as much as I can.
Okay.
What's his name? Shadowwack?
Paddlewack.
Yeah. Paddlewack think you're stupid.
Roll a deception.
All right. What is my deception? +2. Oh, I got an 18.
Yeah, they're like, there's a pause, and you hear,
no, you're stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid.
And I'm just gonna go. So I hope I can roll this with advantage. So it's just go.
After that, Cliver stands up and goes, and she like grabs you by the arm and goes, listen. She like pulls you down. My leaf boat is anchored on the other side of the marina, behind the reliquary, though. which is on the other side of where the two other red hooves are stationed. They have 5 giant insects protecting them. 2 belong to Slanderhack and 3 belong to Mindy. Paddlewack had 2, well, 1 now. So I don't know where the other one is. But I don't know if I don't know what happens after they die, whether or not their bugs are still obedient to them or not, but it's out there somewhere. If we can get to my boat, I can take it back to my marina and we can find help. But to get to it, though, we'll have to get through the insects and the red hooves on the other side of the marina. Alternatively, Ozzy's leaf boat is tied up nearby, which it's much closer, and I know where they're keeping him in the infirmary, so we could probably grab him, maybe sneak him out, but again, the infirmary's next to the reliquary. Third,
So we would have to stealth our way in, get Ozzy, and stealth our way out.
Yeah. Says
Okay.
third, here's the third solution. This one's
Yeah.
harder.
I think I should have a solution too, but let's hear it.
Says there's a temple to Svesarissa in front of the reliquary. Says if I can reach it and touch her statue, I can pray that she floods the cavern with radiant light, because they hate radiant light. It will kill them. And then we can take it from there. But that's the only thing I can see. What do you think?
Yeah, I like all of those.
She
Yeah.
says, I
Yeah.
like you.
Good thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. How hard is it to get to that temple?
They're all in the same place. The infirmary's in front. It's like you got the reliquary. In front of that is a temple, and in front of that is the infirmary. So we got layers we can go through. The closest is the infirmary.
If
The
we
middle
go to the
is the
infirmary,
temple.
we get Ozzy, and we all just get the hell out of here. Is there anything bad or wrong about that?
No, I like that.
Let's do that.
Yeah. It'll be Ozzy's boat. It'll be Ozzy's boat, so it'll take us to wherever the last place Ozzy entered from, which I think was just Sventerveer Island. But I've never been there before, so I don't know how good or bad that place is.
But before we go, why were you people here in the first place?
This is where we live.
Oh, well, why did they come here?
As I told you before, that I think Ozzy brought a sick int in here, and they came out.
board.
They got out of they were burrowed inside, and
I forgot. Sorry, and all the confusion.
I know.
I just
It's hard.
I just got and lost a dog in the course of less than a minute. Honestly, I mean he'll
he
come
looked like
back.
a good dog too.
Oh, thanks. You know, if you'd said he was a terrible dog, I might be able to handle this a little better. But no, you're right. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I flew off the handle. I was way out of line there. But he will come back.
Right.
So,
yeah.
What you're saying is
that's what we all say to ourselves. All our loved ones come back.
No, he's a magic dog. It's actually going to come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Whew.
No, it's like I no, believe me, I thought I had a magic grandma when I was a kid.
I didn't want to break it to you. Yeah.
No, grandma never came back at all.
I know how it goes.
Yeah. Wow. Whew. So we have what we're saying is it took everything we had to kill that one of those things.
Yeah.
There's 2 more of them left on this island.
Yeah.
In addition to at least 5 giant insects that they have working for them.
Yeah.
And each of these solutions involves having to either sneak by them in certain conditions, each more dangerous than the next.
Right.
In order to be sure.
Each have their dangers, yes.
Is this time for a cliffhanger?
I think it is. She looks at you and says, this sounds like a cliffhanger.
It sounds like a cliffhanger to me.
Yeah.
Hecubus, play the cliffhanger song. Play the cliffhanger.
Oh.
And Rikki's camera went out.
No, it's back.
Well, I'm just going to assume the cliffhanger. It did. Yes, cliffhanger. Well, we thought we were going to end at episode 6. And maybe we have. Maybe this is the ends of the Caverns of Jef.
Right, we'll never know what happens now.
No, we won't. Or maybe we'll come back and finish this next time. I don't know. But hey, we want to thank everyone who has followed us down on the little Caverns of Jef road. We're still in the caverns, so I'm thinking it might even be Caverns of Jef chapter 7 when we come back, or it could be the continued Caverns of Jef.
I think it might be chapter 7. It's looking like if we want to book in this part properly.
It won't be the Caverns of Jef, the prequel trilogy, or anything like that.
Well, in order, usually someone has to die for, or something important has to happen in order for,
Yeah, I don't think this really.
We could just have Horkhauser suddenly dropped dead of a heart attack right now. I mean, like, you know, his son comes to avenge him next episode.
All right, let's do that. Horkhauser's dead. Good night, everybody.
Horkhauser explodes.
The end. Well, thank you anyway for listening to Caverns 6 of the Caverns of Jef. We will be back, if not next week, very soon, we hope.
Yeah.
And we want to thank Hecubus for standing in for Marcus Mays. We want to thank Gen Con, especially Derek Guter, who's been our dude, the dude Guter. Rikki, do you have anything you want to promote or plug or talk about?
Just go to my Twitter feed, or you can just go to rickysimons.com/links to see links to all my stuff everywhere in the universe.
right.
My books I make with Tavisha and all the other things I do.
I don't want to push anything, but I've got a website, erictrueheart.com. If you want to buy the Zim book, if you're a fan of Invader Zim, my behind-the-scenes script book of Invader Zim is still available, and people really seem to enjoy it. You might too. Also, we want to say, as we're sort of passing the hat after the show, like at the Ren Fair, if you want to go to paypal.me/onemanmurdermaze and tip us $1 if you like the show, tip us $1. $1's not much. We don't want a lot of money.
Entire buckaroo.
We more want just a token of affection because we're not that lonely, but we could be less lonely.
I'm very
I think you all at home could be less lonely. I think all of us, if we just reach out to those around us and ask them for $1, would be just a little less lonely, but a little more irritating. Okay.
This has been One Man Murder Maze with Rikki Simons and Eric Trueheart. If you enjoyed the show, hey, please tip your maze masters for maze maintenance at paypal.me/onemanmurdermaze. Our audio podcast is available on Apple and Stitcher. Our videos are on twitch.tv/onemanmurdermaze and also on YouTube. Just search for One Man Murder Maze. Our website is guest1manmurdermaze.com.